I bought these gifts for you. They're up in my bum.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Hopefully no children under the age of 18, which I think are all children. Ding! Dan Mayo proudly brings to you RuMayoNation Season 2, Episode 30, which is by proxy and by definition, due to there being no competition, the most RuMayoNation Season 2, Episode 30 in the world. It's RuMayoNation. Allow myself to introduce myself. Let's just get on with it, shall we? We have prostitutes to solicit. Cue the titles. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, we see darling. Yeah, okay. Darling. Austin Powers references. But this is it. This is it. This is Michael Jackson doing that thing. Is that was it on the cover? This is it. That song, by the way, for fuck's sake, obviously sort of fusing Flashdance and MC Hammer shit.
I sort of fused Flashdance with MC Hammer shit.
Obviously fusing Family Guy Christmas compilation of music with the fucking meme of that dude. It's like honestly, you're going to miss these references. It's like the Asian dude. Not the Asian dude. There's another thing to find.
No, not the Asian dude.
I want to say X Factor. What have we done to the world?
What have we done to the world? Look what we've done.
And then obviously I've fused that with, with bought his gifts for you there, Up in My Bum from Rubber Bum Bum. Don't know what the actual song of that is called. Is that one's got David Bowie and that dude playing the piano? It really doesn't matter. Let's move on. Name of this podcast. Really doesn't matter. Let's move on. To what? More bullshit? Yes, please. And the reason that Asian dude's in my head is because a football team is signing Strand Larson for like crazy money and he's just never worth that. And they're saying that, basically what the fuck's going on in the world of transfer fees. Okay? And Arsenal are going to win the fucking league because the curse is over. We won 4-0 on the weekend. City managed to draw with that shower of shit Spurs. Things are looking good, baby. But yeah, this is it. This is it, man. Season 2, episode 30, and then there's going to be a bit of a break. I don't know how long for. I was chatting to my wife about it, and I don't know. Enough to make the heart grow fonder, obviously. I've got some new ideas for season 3 with the set as well, but we're going to move home.
I don't know. I didn't want to sing too loud because I don't want to wake up Robert and Nancy. My throat's sore.
So I've got to try. I think what it will require is I'm going to need to work out when we're going to move because I don't want to do anything too mental here if we don't have to move it all. Do you know what I mean? But then I think that might be too long to be away because I'll miss this. But I've got to see it as an opportunity where, I'm going to find new followers, new disciples, new citizens of this RuMayoNation. And I'm going to do that by making lots of clips. So you'll still see me on socials. Follow, by the way, and hit notifications on YouTube. Because apparently that's something that everyone says, and I've just not said it. Because then it'll tell you when a new video comes up. But I think YouTube loves it. They love it. They're a bit like, ooh, someone wants to be notified when you're doing a video. And then they're kind of like, oh, let's respect this dude a bit more. So yeah, hit notifications, then you'll know when it's coming along. But just follow me on the socials, man. Instagram and TikTok and stuff. I'll keep posting shit, clips. Might put little compilation shows together. Maybe. I don't know if I'll have time, but Bed Bath & Beyond.
Maybe Bed Bath & Beyond, I don't know. I don't know if we'll have enough time.
Maybe a Bill and Ben compilation and plenty of Bill and Ben today, by the way. But yeah, there'll be clips and all that sort of shit. We're trying to grow that social media following a little bit. Bring some more disciples in. I'm gigging still again. You can see updates where I'm gigging on my socials as well, like stand-up stuff, right? I've got a gig tomorrow, actually, which would have happened by the time this comes out. And I've tried to, write every day, and I've stuck to it. But I think I do have to. I'm sitting there thinking. I do have to realise that's not really my approach, and it never was. It never was when I did stand up years ago, and I was doing all right. I was making a little bit of inroads, just lack of consistency, man, on my behalf. And but I never was one to sit there and just write myself funny. I prefer to have an idea and then sort of hash it out on stage. Like with this podcast. Obviously, I've not got an hour or however long I want. I could have, but just refused to get off the stage, I suppose. There was a thing that happened for a little while there called coptering, this was years ago, where people would go on stage and start like swinging the microphone and just like and then throw it into the crowd. And like obviously the whole like vibe from comedians was like disgust. And like I get it, it's like not ideal, but like it is funny, isn't it? Like the idea of it's quite funny. And where like there's a bit of a squeeze on it where people started to know what was happening, people had to go on with like earnestness and be like, you know, doing some like genuine stuff like, what is with post office queues? And like trying to look like they're trying their best to do some stand up. And then I'll slowly sort of like migrate into some helicopter material. Like, you know, post offices, oh God. And like parking outside, what a nightmare. If only they had some sort of helipad and I could just fly in. Then the promoter and the venue manager's like, and then it's like, you know, just fucking full Whipping McTwo, the MacGuffin hunter. It's fucking funny. But yeah, I'm excited to go on tomorrow. And like, what I've done is rather than just sitting there looking at the same shit and trying to like refine it so much, I'm just going to go, right, 3 bullet points and then just go on stage and just work them out. I've always been like, everyone that talks to me about stand-up who's watched me enough, they always talk about how I'm at my best when I'm flowing, like silly, ranty, but just like off the cuff stuff. And it's a risk because you go in for your gear. It's like a DJ going into a fucking nightclub and hoping he could just make music up on the fly. And sometimes he'll hit a good beat, but other times it's like, what the fuck is this shit? Put on some fucking Earth, Wind and Fire. Do you know what I mean? So it's a balance to be struck. But I've got to go on, work it out, and that's what then creates my script. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be good. I am going to miss Arsenal playing Chelsea in the League Cup, but I don't care about the competition. We have bigger fish to fry. All right? But yeah, cool. Coming up, Bill and Ben shit. I've played a video game with my wife and it was scary. I think I lost weight playing it. I've got those psychic and tarot readings. I found out how I died. People were arguing about it in the comments. Some of you must be wrong. All of you, because I'm still alive. What a cruel twist of fate if that's not the case by the time this comes out. The tarot reading, I've not read them. Basically what I did is I got my wife to screen grab them and send me them. So they're on my phone. I've not read them because I want to discover it with you. Then we've got some... I had a random memory that I want to get into. I'll see if anyone else had that same memory or a variation of, because brains are different. And then I'm going to solicit some prostitution with this business card that's been here, I think, since the beginning of this season. Oh, man, to bring up the lure, there's like a... There's just loads of shit dumped where I walk the dog, and part of it was this McLean's. The more I look at it, the less of a hooer she looks. She could just genuinely be a cleaner.
She was a hooer.
And we're like, yeah, but how much for it? You know what I mean? Do you do extras? So I'll ring that, withheld number. I'm not a lunatic. And then, yeah, we'll get out of here. And then I'll keep you updated when I'll come back. But first, we got ourselves a gimmick, people. It's a monster, yeah. Ultra Fantasy Ruby Red, yeah. Thinking like synergy between that and the hooer. I'm going to solicit later. Some pipes are getting cleaned. Ooh.
Ooh.
There's a little like monster sort of cutesy demony thing with a bikini on. I feel like it's going to be very sweet, if I'm honest. Is there any rhetoric? There is. It's quite hard to read though. We're always dreaming up new things at Monster. I wanted to like put a light on it, but I feel like if I do that, it's going to make it even harder to read because of the glare. And I refuse to do that thing that anyone over 40 does and start doing this because I don't need glasses. All right? Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fantasy Ruby Red. It may be the best tasting ultra yet. Not too sweet. Oh, okay, that's made me feel better. Not too tart. I prefer a flan.
I prefer a flan.
It's got a... I can read. Like, I can read. Oh, my God. Yeah. There's a lad called Sean I went to school with, primary and middle. He may have gone to the secondary school, but he was a Jehovah's Witness, so he might have, I don't know, gone and done school in a Barney built or something. I think that's Amish. And he used to read in such a fucking out-of-pocket way. Let me find some literature. Right, this cover-ups book. It kind of read it melodically, like with weird pacing. So, like, in May 1970, Charlotte Ford Niarchos, no way you're pronouncing it that way, called her ex-husband Stavros, worried about the Ford Foundation's involvement in the... Oh, fuck it, of all the pages! In the the Lloyd.
Host annual host annual
Chapapquidic cover-up Eugene Liavanos. Honestly, give me harder words. It's the Freemasons, apparently. The Whipping Boys, a conspiracy. The Freemasons have been blamed for every evil from the French Revolution to Jack the Ripper murders, from Bolshevism to the death of Princess Diana. Yeah, I used to read weird. And that's how I'm where I'm reading, a bit like an absolute magumbo. Right, that's not even my can of drink, that's a mobile phone, Derek.
No, it's a man, actually, Derek.
Right. Fresh citrus taste that will blow your mind. While it's light and super easy drinking, it's serious on performance. Why are we still trying to pretend that, like, Monster Energy drink is like a performance drink? Like, UFC fighters always hold the empty can at the end. Fine. By the way, why are we also trying to pretend that, like, tattoo artists are hard? Yes, we're still watching Ink Master. What's going on my computer? It's still there. Yes, I'm still watching Ink Master. But, like, there's, like, all the sort of beginning credits and, like, vignettes and it's all like... Dun, 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 little calf wobbles. No, you're not hard. You're drawing. Do you remember the kids that were good at art at school? Were they the hard nuts? No. So this whole sort of thing of just, like, we're hard because we draw on people. No. Anyway, fuck, we'll finish this. We called on longtime friend. Bruv, this is so hard to read. Whoever's in charge of the marketing of this can. Needs to have a fucking serious long hard look at themselves. Oh, that has made it loads easier. There is a bit of glare, yeah. We called on longtime friend Pinky Taylor for design. OG fans might remember seeing him do live paintings at monster events as they rolled through town. We've got, what the fuck are even they?
What the hell is even that?
Everyone gets a day off of CEX to attend. We've got his painted surfboards and canvases hanging all over HQ. Now you've got your own Pinky masterpiece term. Okay. Who's this geezer then? Pinky Taylor. Let's fucking research him, shall we? Yeah, we got the time. No, we haven't. Doesn't matter. Pinky Taylor. Pinky Taylor. How you doing, sailor? Sailor. I can't find that. That's Janet from 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps trying to be sexy, okay? And she can't work out how to say sailor in a sexy way. Like how she'd do that. Hence, sailor, sailor. Right. Pinky Taylor. Who is he?
Do you know anything about
what you're doing? Let's have a little butcher's look, shall we? Okay, he's got a good moustache. More of a goatee, to be honest. From what I can gather, he just... I guess he's some sort of artist, is he? Let's click on art. Yeah. That sort of art where it's just like, yeah, but I've seen that drawn on pencil cases in middle school. So... And it's fine. Art's fucking money laundering. I maintain what I said, because no one could tell me that that's worth any more than some doodlings I've seen, yeah, scratched into a maths fucking set metal tin. I mean, soot tin.
Soot tin?
Anyway, right, so I didn't want you to... No, taste the fucking drink. I've just cut my nails, making it hard to open. I had a shower for this. Well, no, I cut my hair, actually. I usually cut it shopkeeper first, so I'll do the top bit, and then, I'll do the Roger Strangwick very briefly. Required. And shopkeeper head, for those who don't know, is like when you don't have any hair on the top of your head, but loads on the back and sides. I don't know why I call it that. I think it's because there's a guy called... here's the law of my life. A guy called Salas, who used to work in a local, like, convenience store. That I remember had, like, orange and black tiles on the floor. It's really quite visually stimulating, that shop. And, like, you used to get, like, 10p bags of sweets and shit. And he had that hair, I think. So, therefore, anyone with that hair now... You got that hair? You shopkeeper.
You white, then you Ben Affleck.
But I did it the other way around today. I did the back and sides and left off just like a jar head on top. My wife kept being like, oh, it looks like you're in the army. I feel like she was getting into it a bit too much. So I hacked it off quickly, okay? Because I can't have her distracting me from my projects. Right, let's try it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a bit citrusy. Yeah, okay. That's fine. That's fine. I very feel.
I'm very feel.
Yeah. Yeah, well, what I was expecting it to be. Pleasantly surprised or just surprised? Just surprised. Right. Transition. I'll come back as a lady and then we'll be back. Also, by the way, memories of Aikido. Yeah? Not to be confused with memories of Hiroshima, which are pretty far less pleasant than the serene landscape on the back of this t-shirt from Matalan. Yes, it's a new t-shirt. Yes, it'll be coming straight off after I've done this recording. Yes, I'll put one of my crusty armpit ones. Yeah. Okay. Dark in here, isn't it? But it's looking okay on the camera, so that's fine. Little update on the white trainers. Do you remember last week when, like, Bill was just wearing his mum's, inexplicably wearing his mum's white trainers? We got to the bottom of it. You're probably wondering, why did he do that?
Why?
Like, why did he do that? Because we brought up the fact when he got back, like, so, like, your basketball shoes. You know them Jordans we bought you just about a month ago? But I don't want you to worry that he was doing it for any reason that was like selfish or anything like that. Because the reason he didn't wear those is because he didn't want to ruin them. So that's fine. No, like literally, so it's fine. He didn't want to ruin his white Jordans. Like, I don't want to ruin them, idiots. He was just walking up from school. Just quickly, the Jordans? Oh yeah, I didn't want to ruin them. Oh right, I guess fuck those trainers though, eh? How outrageous is that? I haven't realising what he was saying either. Yeah, I just didn't want to ruin those. Oh, did you not? By the way, those trainers got brought up again today because he had PE again today. Yeah. And then it was like, what training have you got? Because Ben always checks in on Bill. And Bill looked to me like he was a dickhead earlier. Ben was like, have you got your PE trainers? And he looks at me like, why is he asking? Because he's fucking trying to help, bruv. He's also double checking you're not taking his, because fuck me. Ben will put his things in a certain place so they're there for him, right? He's added that to his skill set, and fair play to him. Yeah, he'll put things in a certain place so he knows where they are. Need to oil that, won't. Have had to all season, haven't done. But then Bill will just almost know that and just put on the first one that he sees it, because they're twins, everything fits each other, blah, blah, blah. So things like a tie or school shoes, they have the same school shoes, all that shit. So Bill will just go around putting on the first things he can find. He does it with like their football socks and shit like that. And obviously Ben gets quite pissed off with it. So, but then this morning, Bill had done that with Ben's tie and shoes. And eventually Ben gets a bit like what the fuck kind of thing. That energy doesn't say that, obviously. We're not idiots. We know they swear, but it's like, not here. We don't want to hear it. They're watching Stranger Things the other day. And then Bill was like, oh, shit. As I'm guessing some sort of like monster was coming along. And I opened the door like, no. All right? When you're doing it for Gogglebox, that's one thing. Why don't I get a gig on Gogglebox? I'll tell you why. Because I'm a heinous shit. I think I would pay good money. No, I'd want to be paid good money, to be honest. I'd want to star in it. To commission like an absolute filter-free Gogglebox. Because they're all so worried about what they want to say. You should have to say whatever the fuck you like. Because it's funny. But yeah. Anyway. No, come on, we were there. Because it was this. He's lost his thread. No, it's good because it's about like da-da-da-da-da, and then getting pissed off because of this. Oh, yeah, they swear, not here. Fine, we're back on the road. Yeah, he's like, why are you getting, like, annoyed for? Like, so then Ben was getting quite, like, annoyed, and then Bill was like, what are you so annoyed for this morning? And so I can take this one, because you keep just taking his shit. Like, he's putting things in a specific place to streamline his morning, and you're just going, oh, then I'll just put that on then. Like, he's getting stuff ready for you to get ready for school. Honestly, man. He's, like, seriously... Bill at the minute, there's no two ways about it. And I think I saw a video about this. Call your kid a dickhead when they're being a dickhead, because they need to learn. And it's better the people they trust and know there's unconditional love, calling them a dickhead, telling them when they're being a dickhead, than finding that out from people they have to try and form new relationships with. And at the minute, he is being a fucking dickhead. Like, he's just being a fucking dickhead at the minute. He's just being a fucking dickhead. Anything that Ben tells him to do, he then just won't do out of principle. And it's even permeated onto the pitch. They play for the same football team. Yesterday, our keeper had the ball in her hands. Ben plays in the 10. That's basically the guy who scores the goals. Ben plays just behind him, the kind of creative type. Bill plays in what's the 6. So you get the defenders, and he kind of sits and protects the defence. That's their roles. So quite why Ben has to keep asking Bill why he stood in front of him when he's supposed to be the guy that's up behind the striker, I don't know. But the second he says it then, Bill will just not move. But then it got to an absolute fucking peak yesterday when our keeper had the ball. Ben said to Bill, turn around, like turn and face, like our keeper is looking for a release, like a pass out. And because Ben had told Bill to turn around, which is the right thing to tell him, Bill just stood there deliberately facing the wrong fucking way. And if we didn't lose like 5 players to illness, I would have subbed him off immediately. He wouldn't have played another minute. But that's where we're at the minute. Like, he will say to me, oh, have you done this? And like checking in on him almost. Oh, have you got your stuff? Then he's almost like, do you remember your history, like, homework? He'll almost just leave it and take the detention rather than going to get it because Ben told him to. It's insane. But anyway, Em was kind of exposed to the full... Oh, by the way, just real quick on the trainers as well, those Jordans. Because, oh, yeah, that was it, yeah, because Ben was asking Bill, do you have your PE kit? And Bill's like, what the fuck's he asking that kind of thing? Like, because he's trying to help, / you've probably taken his trainers. But he had taken trainers. Some of his mum's other ones, the ones that are kind of like, yeah, fine, they've been kind of used regularly, nada. But then also lots of nada, yet again. Because I'm like, where are your Jordans, bruv? Why aren't you wearing those? Oh, I wear them for basketball. So you're just going to wear those for basketball? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, so you're going to wear them like 8 times before your feet get too big for them then? He's like, well, no, like, so what you got in PE today? Are you indoors? No, we're outside. You're doing what? If I should wear your boots? We're doing netball on the concrete. Firstly, why are they doing throw and catch, man? Seriously, with netball, but let's not go there. But also, wear those trainers. Oh, no, they're for basketball. No, like, so you're going to wear them 8 times. And his response was, no, we have basketball training every week at school. Okay, so 8 times then. Maybe with a couple of fixtures, a tiny bit more. You might wear them 13 times. You're not going to get your money's worth. I'm like, mate, you can't be precious about your basketball trainers. Because if you were the size of feet that you are always going to be, I'd go, yeah, that makes sense. Because the more you protect them, the longer they're going to serve you. But you are going to outgrow these trainers. And I don't think your mum wants to cut about in a pair of big, clumpy fucking Neil Armstrong Jordans. How about the fucking guy who's about Lance Armstrong being the first man on the moon? I'm on the moon.
Of course this idiot got the wrong Armstrong while laughing at someone getting the wrong Armstrong. He means the other one.
And not in a racist way.
He was getting giddy about doing his admittedly perfect impression of Louis Armstrong, which is not problematic in any way. What a
I think to myself. Is this okay? I think it's okay, as long as I don't sort of do the cosplay. Is this made out of cheese? Ooh, yeah. I think that's okay. We'll find out. I've got a few weeks to let it blow over anyway. Yeah, so he's only going to wear them 8 times, so that's decent. Yeah. She has the full shebang this morning with them. They're fucking at each other's throats about, oh, we've got these school trousers, blah, blah, blah. How's it damp in the washing machine? It's like, whoopsie poopsie, keep on top of your washing then. If you're thinking, oh, why are they sitting there thinking,
I'm sitting there thinking,
why are they doing their own washing? I'll tell you for why. Because I was once doing their washing. And I would take it down from their room and put it in the washing machine, then put it in the tumble or hang it to dry, then fold it up and put it back in their room. And then rather than putting it back in the wardrobe, like where it should go, or in the drawers, they would just throw it straight back into the wash because they couldn't be fucked. And I told them multiple times, I'm doing 90% of it. If you don't do your 10%, you'll do 100%. And I told them that about 20 times. And that was 19 more times than I otherwise would have done. So that's why they do it. But so they don't have any trousers. We only have 3 pairs of trousers. I've only got £2. Can't get into that one. And I could hear all this because I just could not get out of bed. And I tried a little glimmer into the world, a little glimpse into the world of what it'd be like if my wife wasn't like a lunatic teacher up at like fucking 5:30. Because I just couldn't get out of bed and it was fine. Because my wife was up and about, got libertine dressed. Oh, she got these school photos taken, by the way, but they are the Megan and we'll get to it. But yeah, she also got full exposure to what a school morning's like with them two. And, yeah, no, I've only got 3 pairs of trousers. Well, she's like, well, that's bollocks. She's got like 3 pairs each. Anyway, they do, but 3 of them have been split. Yeah. Where have they been split, I hear you ask? In the gusset. It's like, hey, what are you doing? Are you getting really into your German language lessons and goose stepping around the fucking corridors? How are you splitting your trousers, bruv?
damn, get back up!
What are you doing? Fucking taekwondo every fucking day. So yeah, she's just gone now to buy them new trousers. It's absurd, man. Just don't look after their shit. Don't worry, they'll probably wear my jeans instead. Cheeky c***s. Right, I've got another update for you. Now, do you remember this? So do you remember last week? They got a new alarm clock, and then it kept going off, and then it would go quiet for 9 minutes, and go back on, then go back off for 9 minutes, and then they went downstairs, it went off again, and then one of them came upstairs going, what's wrong with this clock? And it's like, no, what's wrong with you? Stop pressing the same fucking button. Clearly it's not the right button to turn it off. You're snoozing it. And then do you remember they then came down and went, oh yeah, I was pressing sleep when I should have pressed something else. And I was like, good, he solved it. No, he didn't. Do you know how I know that? Because he came to me that next evening, and he was like, what time is it? And I was like, why? He went, because I need to set my clock. And I'm like, why'd you have to set your clock? Because I unplugged it this morning. Oh, right, didn't solve it, just unplugged it. Yeah, all right then, yeah. Do that every day. Just beep, 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 beep. There we go, just unplugged that. Yeah, I'll set it later. That's all right. Now, for the benefit of the tape, I've just put in when they would have heard it, even if they're just listening. the clip from last episode where I jokingly said about them unplugging their alarm every day and resetting it. Art becomes life, bruv. Yeah? Because that is literally what they've been fucking doing! Like the other day, Ben brought his phone down, because Bill ain't got his phone in it. Ben brought his phone down. He came down 10 minutes later. It'd been 2 weeks by this point, and went, what's the time? And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Because sometimes they used to reset their clock because they'd unplug it, they'd switch it off, like, because the switch where the extension was by the foot of, I want to say, Ben's bed, and he'd kick it, like click the switch. Maybe I think if I go full fucking, his phone's on charge, he can't be asked to reach down and unclick it once it's done charging, so he just reaches with his foot instead, accidentally clicks off his clock. That was kind of a running theme, but this is now in a different plug because we judged the room about a bit. What time is it? Are you fucking for real? And he's like, what? I said, have you been unplugging your clock for the last 2 weeks every day and resetting the time? And he's like, I'm like, mate, but this is where it's mental. Put them in front of a new video game and they'll be like, fucking Iron Man touchscreen. Like, the amount of, but also the lack of awareness for like the time and effort they would save by just picking up the manual and checking which one button you press to turn off the alarm. Whatever one button that is, as opposed to going, right, set clock. I mean, this amount of work, a solicitor's charging 300 quid for. Right, go through. It's 8. Oh no, PM. Okay, 20. They're not going to know that quickly, just so we're all clear. 04. Fuck, that's 5. Nah, they wouldn't care. That'd be fine. Set. Right, now you've got to set the alarm. All of that, rather than just looking, what one button do you press to turn the alarm off rather than snooze? It is fucking mental. And do you know what else is mental? We got a chippy yesterday, me and my wife, because we had no food. And the chippy by us always shuts on Sundays, which is ridiculous, but it's fine, because they always run out of fucking pies anyway. It was a previous Megan. It's like, hey, I shouldn't have to be on fucking multiple devices trying to secure a chicken and mushroom pucker pie, mate. Just fucking buy more. Within an hour of opening, I've run out of pies. Have ya? Keeps happening, doesn't it? Buy more then! But like literally, that shuts. We like Googled it and went to this place, and there was just nothing in the hot plate bit. And then I went in, and the guy was like, all right, mate, are you having chips? And I'm like, how the fuck did you know? The psychic reading coming up, but he might be one of them. And I was like, oh yeah, man, yeah, please. And then he was like, and what else are you having? I was like, oh, I don't want to like fucking do you here, because you don't seem to have anything left. He was like, no, like, what do you want? And we'll cook it. We cook everything to order. And I was like, at that point, there's just a glow started resonating from around this man. And I was like, this is incredible. And then the guy walking back went, yeah, because we're the best. I was like, all right, fucking hell, like the confidence as well.
All about the confidence.
So I'm like, chicken mushroom pie, I guess. He's like, yeah, cool. Anything else? I'm like, jumbo battered sausage. He's like, yeah, all good. And then he just cooked them there and then. And I can't believe it, but that blew my fucking mind. But actually, it makes more sense. Because then you only cook what you're going to use. Didn't take that long to cook either. But I got the guy was on the phone as well. And clearly this was a new customer. It was kind of like, what do you recommend? He's like, mate, I've worked here 16 years. It's all good. What's your budget? What's your budget? I'm thinking, how much is this going to fucking cost? That was entirely reasonable. I reckon, chippy, bang for your buck. I reckon it's right up there for sure. Large chips, and it was a fucking large chips as well. Jumbo battered nudger, chicken mushroom pie. I think it was about 9 quid. And this guy's obviously went 25 quid. I'll tell you what, I'll do £25 worth of food, right? And trust me, you'll be right. So yeah, that's the confidence they had, and it inspires confidence in me, the consumer. But yeah, and it was fucking biddy, mate. The chips were spot on, the pie was good. It was also hot as fuck, 'cause it had just been cooked. But anyway, I took a couple of chips up, but it's like fucking East and West Germany with them two at the minute. Everything's a fucking war. So I had to divvy the chips that were left up in the tray, because otherwise they'd argue over who had more. So I do that for them. Take up, like, yeah, lads, there's a few in here. Like, I've split them. They're yours. Just to avoid, obviously, fucking the Cuban Missile Crisis re-fucking stirring. And I said, when you're done, though, it's got a greasy box. And we'll call one later as well. Like, bring it down. Or just put it on this little side, like, radiator fire guard thing. Like, anyway. they obviously fucking bring it out and then forget. So like, you can bring that down to the bin. Now we have a like a double bin thing, recycle, normal in the same shit, right? Now it's a cardboard box. Now what do you reckon? Recycling, not recycling. We've been through this with them so many fucking times as well. Loads of room in the recycling, barely any room in the non-recycling where it doesn't need to go anyway, so that should be fine. Nah, fucking start trying to pound it into the fucking non-recycling. It's cardboard! For fuck's sake! But I can't be surprised, because when Bill did Apple Crumble, he actually cooked it when he got back, and it was alright, to be fair. Fucking my word, though. We're like, bruv, like, this isn't an Apple Crumble. This isn't a crumble. You've not got enough apples for it to be Apple Crumble. This isn't a crumble. I was like, how many apples did you use? Because you took 6. I said to M when he was there at school, like, there's no way he's using all of them. Then when he brought it back, I was like, there's no way. How many apples did you use, Bill? 2. Well, there's not 2 apples worth in the bottom of this. Yeah, I ate most of the slices. But like, you fucking motherfucker, man! Motherfucker! What's wrong with you? But anyway, he gets back. There's all pots and containers and like bits of like flour left over and all that kind of shit. That will just stay there forever. And they should go, hey, mate, that's your job. Sort that out. But then I'll see him pick up the flour that had a bit left in there, open the bin again, and put the fucking flour into the recycling. Yeah, recycle that flour, mate. Yeah, we'll make it into bread later. Fuck me. Like, just think. It's incredible. But yeah, they've been unplugging their alarm clock every fucking day for 2 weeks. I think they've worked out the button now, which is obviously groundbreaking stuff. You know, I've got a bullshit cold in a minute as well. It's fine. Like, I'm a trooper, so I'll soldier on. But anyway, yeah, so we played this video game. It's called Exit 8. And I'm aware I can't really tell you too much about it because of spoilers. It's more an experience than a game. It's going to be made into a film, like a Korean film, and they're always fucking well scary. No, my brain went, oh god, so funny. We can't. Genuinely, we can't. No point putting a Jack Nicholson nod there because it can't happen. But yeah, basically, the premise is you're on this infinite loop walking in this like subway platform. It's like 3 right angles and you just go around on this loop. And you need to keep an eye out for any anomalies. So anything that's slightly different on your way round, the second you identify it, you've got to turn around and go back the other way. And if you catch an anomaly, there's a poster on the wall that says 0 and it goes up to 8. When you get to 8, in theory then, when you turn one corner, there'll be a staircase to get out. Now, oftentimes, they'll fuck you over with loads of anomalies to keep having you turn back at that point. But as they go through, but if you miss an anomaly, and sometimes there isn't one, if you miss one, or, you know, whatever, it goes down to 0 and the loop starts again. And it's the same loop. This guy, you know, come around the corner and this guy walks with a briefcase and a phone in his hand. There's some posters on the wall. There's 3 doors, 2 vents, 2 cameras. Like, I can tell you the order of the fucking posters because you've got to just look for every little fucking detail. And it's horrifying. It's so fucking creepy, man. Because some of the little tweaks are, like the guy who's walking, at one point, we come around the corner, and he comes around as normal, and I'm like to him, is that the same geezer? And it was, but he was like 6'5". He was just fucking massive.
Oh, why am I so massive?
There was one where he just comes walking around like really quick. It's like, oh! You have to like run off, go the other way. But it can be little things like the poster, the eyes on the poster just slightly shuffle. So you're like looking with so much detail at like every little thing. So then when there's more significant stuff, like a slightly open door with some fucking eyes looking through it, you shit yourself. And obviously as you go through the levels, you miss one tiny fucking detail and it will go down to 0. So you're feeling the tension of that, plus the potential sort of jump scares. You come around one point, there's just 2 men stood there. It's, oh my fucking god. But there are like 20 odd, 30 odd anomalies. Obviously, you can keep playing through to find them all. We've done it. We've played it all through. The film comes out next year. I don't want to tell you too much about it because it was fucking good, man. Like, Em was like, I feel sick watching this. I think partly the motion. It's very repetitive. I was like, do you want to hold the controller? She's like, absolutely fucking not. Yeah, it was really good, though. And there's nothing really I would say than, like, check it out. It's fucking great. You could probably complete it in about an hour and a half. Maybe 2.5 hours if you want to get all the anomalies. Fucking hell, I love shit like that, man. It's like that. I don't think I ever spoke about that game I played, the Dookie Literature Club, and I have not got the time now, but that was a bit fucking trippy as well. But yeah, I like them. I like you. It's like, because it's on the PlayStation catalogue, it's free. It's not very replayable, obviously, because once you've seen them all, you're kind of done. So it's just a good little, like a freebie. But yeah, get on it. It's fucking good. I'll tell you at one point. Oh, fuck it. I'll tell you one more. That guy who walks past you. Okay, maybe 2 more. Oh, do you know, you won't even fucking play it anyway. But if you do, there's plenty more. Sorry. At one point, he's just got like a kind of a glitchy face, and it's fucking horrifying. At one point, he's just like got some maniacal smile. It's like, fucking hell. So you don't really notice. You're looking at the posters and all that, and you notice he's smiling and looking at you, and it's like, oh my god, you got like charged back. I'm getting a bit het up now, man. It's fucking, yeah, it was intense. But like, at one point I'm doing it, looking, and then my wife decides she's gonna like arrange the curtain like slightly, so she's right behind me, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, scared the shit out of me, man. You hear footsteps at one point, and the guy's just like circle back round, and he's fucking right behind you. Oh mate, it's a trip. Like, check it out. Honestly, I could not recommend it more. It's quick, it's easy, it's free. We'll call one later. But yeah, very good. And then he did that thing then, but a kid. Have you seen the one with a kid drinks from the drink, but he puts his lips to the wrong bit and just pours orange juice down himself? Fuck off. How about that guy doing the splits? Damn.
Damn. Get back up!
Get back up. Right, anyway. We've got some psychic shit to check out. So for those who don't know, there are like Facebook psychics. And, man, our players are just dropping like flies. Unwell, illness sweeping through. One night of training tonight. Yeah, anyway, there are psychic forums on Facebook, like groups on Facebook, where there's like tarot, people upload photos, people going, oh, we lost him, you know, is there any messages from the other side? Or he died in mysterious circumstances, can you let me know Wagwan? All that kind of shit, right? So I've jumped on it, and by the way, the amount of DMs you get when you post something, where it's like, oh, I can do one, you've got to like cash at me 40 quid. So hey, the group is called Absolutely Free Psychic Readings. In what way is this absolutely free if you're hitting me up in my DMs like, oh yeah, you know, pay me? Also, like, there's one thing I'm slightly uncomfortable about, and that's like someone put up a photo of their lad they lost, like to instant cot death, whatever it's called, at like 4 months, and you've got people hypothesizing what he is doing now, and it's like, that for me, because it's bollocks, it's fucking bollocks. I'm not anti the idea of like an energy beyond this existence. I'm not against that. But that random person in the mountain wall fleece does not have fucking access to those people, those energies, okay? It's bollocks. And then you've got people hypothesizing about this 4-month-old. It's like, I get why the mum's there, because I'm sure it's comforting. But I think there are two pockets of people on those sites or pages. Those who are grifters, who are doing it because they know people will pay it for the comfort they can provide with their bollocks. Or there are people that genuinely believe that they can do it. And I don't know how you could do when you know that there's no one actually fucking talking to you. Just schizophrenic, probably. But anyway, that don't make me feel very comfortable. But these are the readings. So, apparently as well, to get a reading on one page, you have to show a bit of tit. Fuck me. Whenever there's a girl going, oh, you know, I need some, like, messages about my future, what's coming up. And it's like, oh, do ya? Loads of comments. One random guy like, you know, I'm really struggling with, like, life at the minute, blah, 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 blah. And there's sort of nothing, mate. Get some tit out. Anyway, I did all right in the end. Got a tarot reading. Take what resonates, they say. This message is divinely guided. If it doesn't resonate, then scroll on. What a cop-out, by the way. What a cop-out, by the way. This could be true or not. If it's not, don't worry about it. Just ignore me. Ignore me. What am I talking about? So, yeah, bear with me. I've been distracted by my phone. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That smile can only mean one thing. That I can't get into now. Scroll on if not. Okay. I'm immediately getting strong, masculine, but tired energy from this photo. Oh my god, it might be real. Strong, masculine, fucking knackered all the time. Correct. Maybe that's just my fucking crow's feet in the photo uploaded though. There's a calm exterior here, but I'm sensing someone who's been holding a lot in and doesn't talk about it unless absolutely necessary. I think this podcast might suggest different. I pulled 3 cards intuitively. I didn't even shuffle. Spirit said don't bother. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. Just draw what you want. Past the Hermit. This tells me you've recently gone through a period of isolation or emotional withdrawal. Even if you were around people, you felt mentally alone. I'm hearing that you had to figure things out yourself because someone let you down when you needed them most. There was a choice you made that others didn't understand, but you knew deep down it was right. I don't think I've made an actual decisive choice in about 15 years. Present, King of Swords. This card is screaming clarity after chaos. You're stepping into a more confident version of yourself, setting boundaries you used to feel guilty about. I'm also picking up the people are starting to see you differently now. Some with admiration, some with jealousy. Okay. Okay. Be careful who you trust with your plans right now. Well, I fucking tell all of you guys for a start, but I trust you all because you're citizens of this nation. Not everyone clapping is happy for you. How else could you clap? I'm very cross about this. Or slow. Not everyone clapping is happy for you. What are they clapping for then? They think I'm about to do a pole vault. Right, okay. Anyway, future Wheel of Fortune. Big shifts coming, like unexpected opportunity energy. Something you thought had passed you by is circling back. Stand-up comedy. But this time you're in control. Still not in control, can't write, yeah. This could be linked to work, creativity, or a personal project that's been on pause, doing clips on my TikTok. The universe is saying, don't second guess yourself when it appears. You've already earned it. Right, I'll tell that racist joke I was going to do. Okay. Spirit warning. I'm being told to say this clearly. There is someone close to you who drains your energy without meaning to. Yeah, it's my fucking children. They don't realise they're doing it. They fucking do. But you always feel tired after interacting with them. Yeah, I do, yeah. Protect your peace. You're not responsible for fixing everyone. Okay, wear your mum's trainers. Fuck her. Right, okay. Final message. You're entering a phase of quiet confidence. Less explaining, less proving, more knowing. The universe is proud of the growth you made in silence. Like, comment, claim, and share if this resonates. Well, I've got to claim it. All right, I'll claim that one. It sounds all right so far. Your guides are closer than you think. Oh, man. Not that I ever did drugs, but if I was to have done once upon a time, I always used to like flinch thinking if someone stood to my right. Anyway, so spirit communication. This one, I think I said this person's gone missing, or, we lost him in suspicious circumstances. Something like that, okay? Please read carefully and post this as it came through. I don't control the messages. As soon as I connected to your energy, I felt a presence step forward, calm, protective, slightly amused. I've been watching my own podcast. This isn't chaotic spirit energy. This can't be me. This is someone who knew you well and still keeps an eye on you. They're showing me arms folded. My arms are folded in the photo. They're not they're not being metaphorical with that. My arms are literally folded. Watching quietly, not interfering, just observing. So I am of dying fits between this. This spirit didn't talk much when they were alive. But when they did, it mattered. I mean, you can't argue with that part of it. Very dry sense of humour, maybe too dry. They're smiling right now and being told to say he never gives himself credit for how much he carries. This person says you downplay your struggles and brush things off with humour. No, I don't. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
They want you to know they saw how hard certain years were for you, especially a period where you felt you had to be the steady one, where everything else shifted. If I'm the steady one, the world is fucked, all right? If I'm the person in a room that's like, hey, guys, let's just be consistent about things, I don't know what circus I'm fucking around at that point. They're bringing up late nights, thinking too much, and a feeling of, I'll deal with it tomorrow. Okay! That lasted longer than it should have. There's also a gentle nudge about slowing down, not stopping, slowing. You don't rest properly, even when you think you are. These are, what they're called, they're called something like truisms, it begins with a B. Big booty. Truisms. It's like a cold reading technique. Basically, they give you sort of enough vague shit. I think I spoke about it before. But barisms, it's gonna fuck me off. Hey, do you know what? Since it's our last ep, let's hit our Bitterman, man. He should know. He should know. Sorry about that, sniffing into the microphone. It's disgusting. I'm just so phlegmy, though. Yes, Bitterman, I'm recording Season 2, Episode 30 of my podcast. It's the final one of the season. Do you want to wish all my viewers and listeners well?
Absolutely. That's a big milestone. Congratulations.
Thanks.
To all the listeners out there, thank you so much for being with us on this journey. I can't wait to bring you more in the next season, so stay tuned and have a fantastic break.
Us. Anyway. There's a thing that cold readers use. It's called truisms. It begins with B. Booty. Like barisms or something like that. It's a name, and then there's 12 truisms that people can easily assimilate to themselves to allow cold readers to look like they know what they're doing.
You're thinking of Barnum statements, or sometimes called the Forer effect.
Yes. Yes, that's fine. I don't need. I'll take from me a Bitterman. Yeah, but what did he say they were called again? Fucking hell. Barnum statements. Yeah, do you mean that you can kind of? Because Darren Brown did that thing where he wrote out 12 bespoke character assessments of people after spending a little bit of time with each of them, and like 85% of them were like, oh my god, this was like really accurate, but it was the exact same page and a half of paper given to all of them. So, not stopping, slowing. You don't rest properly even when you think you are. I'm hearing the phrase, you're doing better than you think, very clearly. That's not a general message. They're repeating it. They're also acknowledging something you've done recently that felt small to you, but was actually a big step forward. Maybe starting stand-up. There's always going to be something, though. Do you know what I mean? You can make it fit your life. That's used to fuck me off when I watched it with... my mum used to watch like Jonathan Edwards and shit. And Colin Fry. And then it's kind of like they make it about the person. Oh, I'm getting like a steering wheel over the head like a halo. Was there a car crash? No, I don't know anyone that died in a car crash. Yeah, there was someone. You're just too selfish to have noticed and not around anymore. They always sort of turn it on you. They make you do all the heavy lifting. Big step forward. They say, that mattered. Before they step back, they leave you with this. Trust your timing. You're not late. The energy is fading now. Peaceful, warm, no urgency. If this resonates, the spirit is already aware. If it doesn't, please leave it for someone else. And then, I think that was when I just sort of said, oh, we lost this person. Any messages from him? Then the third and final one, this is the one where I think I said, we don't know what happened to him. He just went missing like 2 years ago. I think it was something like that. And then there was like an argument in the comments, all right? Maureen, who brackets psychic medium, I'm getting chest pressure and a sudden stop. Not illness exactly, more like the body giving up after a long period of stress. Yeah! This wasn't dramatic, it was quiet. It fucking will be. I'm not going to go quietly. People didn't notice right away. That's depressing. Well, we just assumed the season ended and he was going to come back with season 3. Tracy, who's an intuitive healer, said respectfully, no. This feels accidental to me, a misjudgment, a moment where he thought he was fine and wasn't. I keep hearing, just one more minute. That's important. We're doing what, though? Just one more minute dangling off this fucking building. Just one more minute. Paula says, I'm shown head trauma. We'll leave that. Please don't jump on me for being specific. Spirit is being clear. This wasn't intentional. It was sudden and disorienting. There was confusion immediately afterwards. Yeah, if I took a fucking lot of bat to the head, probably. Dave, who's a spirit rescuer, said none of this is sitting right. I'm not getting deaf at all. I'm seeing him somewhere else entirely. New routine. Don't do routines. New surroundings. People think he's gone because he stopped responding the same way. Linda says, yes, thank you, Dave. He's alive. Oh, rejoice. Rejoice. I'm seeing movement, travel, reinvention. He didn't disappear. He opted out. That does sound like me. The old life couldn't hold him anymore. Yeah? Bigger and better things, baby. People who went to uni with me will attest to the whole opting out. I remember when I was doing a trampoline lesson because I did a really serious degree. And this woman was like, who was in charge of it, was really fucking insulting my lack of fucking guile, cliche, on the trampoline. And I was like, do you know what? Fuck this. Like, I just left. That is very much on brand with me. Paula says, that doesn't explain the heaviness around the photo, though. Just a photo of me smiling, to be honest. It's a promo shot from my radio show. Sharon says, I need to say this clearly. I'm getting 2 timelines. In one, he dies suddenly. In the other, he walks away and lives quietly. That's why readings are conflicting. Energies split. I agree with Sharon. This man was at a crossroads.
See you at the crossroads, crossroads, crossroads. See you at the crossroads, crossroads, crossroads.
Some people are tapping into the path that ended. Others are seeing the path he chose instead. Maureen back again. Either way, something ended. That much is undeniable. Well, yeah, all things end. Maureen's the name of my nan, by the way, who is on the other side. So maybe it is her. She wouldn't fuck around with this. She'd tell it how it is. And that's why I think it's bollocks. Because my nan wouldn't go, let's be really vague about this. She'd be like, Dan, you dick. Someone hit you across the head with a fucking tennis racket. Watch out around Wimbledon. Yvonne says, I don't like this at all. This man didn't just die or leave. I'm seeing an intervention. Records altered. A situation that was meant to look natural so no one would ask questions. Trust your gut. If it feels off, it is. Well, my fucking Epstein. Thank you, Yvonne. I was hesitant to post, but I'm getting authority involvement. The police have done me. They finally, the people in the cover-ups, the people in the shackity-doodly-doodly-doo I was trying to read earlier. Fuck, I knew it would have been this. Not police exactly, higher. He saw or knew something he wasn't supposed to. After that, his energy split completely. Rachel is a starseed timeline jumper, in case you're worrying about her credentials not being up to scratch. This lines up with what I'm seeing. He didn't die, he was moved. Different identity, different path. That's why some of us see death and some see survival. Conscious relocation. Fuck me, there's a bit. Here we go. This will run a bit longer, ladies and gentlemen. Can I just shock you? Still need to solicit some horse. Right, here we go. Mike says, everyone's ignoring the photo details. Look at his eyes. That's someone who already knew things were about to change. I'm seeing a staged ending. Body never confirmed. Too many loose ends. Sharon says, I need to jump in here. Spirit says, not all disappearances are deaths. Some are exits. This man was protected, not harmed. That's why I can't connect to a resting spirit. Paula says, but please explain the heaviness then. It's fatigue. I'm tired. You don't stage something without loss. I'm still seeing a physical trauma event, whether real or manufactured. I don't know, some sort of story for a podcast. Bill and Ben don't even exist. Colin says, because the trauma belonged to the life, not the man. He shed it. That's why the trail goes cold right after a specific point. Yvonne says, exactly. People want a simple answer, death or alive. This is neither. This was extraction. Maybe UFOs, who knows? Rachel D says, I'm also getting confirmation he's aware. People still look for him. He keeps distance intentionally. Silence is safety. Well, then I'm in grave danger. Admin, please remember we are dealing with sensitive energy here. If you don't resonate, scroll. Spirits are present. So there you go. All right. It was all a fucking big thing from the Illuminati because I knew too much. Yeah. There were two things about this that made me laugh in general, because that's all I fucking get on my feed now. And a bit like my doppelganger one that I did, I'm going to have to remove myself from the groups because it's well fucking annoying. Someone asked on the tarot reading site, do anyone believe manifesting is real? Good grammar. I'm iffy about it. So, sorry. Does anyone believe this manifesting shit? Because I don't think it's true. So you believe in pulling a card like the Pied Piper of fucking Peterborough and that telling you, like, you know, you have romance coming around the letter Q. You believe all that bollocks? You believe in pulling the fucking, like, the Habadaboo of Hampton card and going, that means fortune surrounds the fucking moon for you. Look up at it 3 times this month and you'll get unimagined riches. Do you believe in manifesting that? That's fucking bullshit, mate. Bunch of charlatans, them. And then this other one, someone was like, where is it? This group is called Absolutely Free Readings because someone's saying, like, why do we keep getting DMs about people charging me? Someone said, the reading shouldn't be free. It's the law of the universe called energy exchange. If the reader gave you his energy and you gave nothing in exchange, the reading will not be truthful. Besides, if the reader just gives and gets nothing in return, he loses the energy. It's mad that this, like, magical, mystical process is so heavily reliant and aware of the concept of commerce. Oh, it's magical and wonderful and spirits on the other side. But what are the exchange rates for Great British pounds to US dollars? Get that right. Send it over. Otherwise, all the messages I get won't be true. Like, my nan sat there going, oh, they're not going to fucking pay you. Right, okay, have this one. Then he died because he got a space opera inflated up his arse. Have that. Sent the money. Okay, yeah, just got hit by a car. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's like they're gonna lie because no, you need. If you're not gonna send him a paying through on PayPal, then I'm not coming through. Get fucked, bollocks. But anyway, that's psychics and tarot. So we've got some school photos taken again. We were caught unaware. Bertie was like, had a little photo with like a certificate they bring home. It's got a little QR code on it, so you can get mugged off for photos. Oh shit, it was photo day. Luckily her mum has been at home because otherwise I'd have been the one doing her hair that day.
My dad.
We got them through this morning, man. They're fucking adorable. Well, one of them is. 2 of them, she looks like a div, obviously, but you take that as a hit rate, okay? You can buy all 3 of them for just £24 or £12 each. We bought one. It's £12. It's adorable. She's holding a book. She looks very cute. But here's the Megan, man. And I think it was already a Megan before.
Excuse me. Megan, that behaviour's unacceptable. I don't like it.
The cost is bullshit. £24 for 3 photos. And you can go, yeah, but it's the equipment and stuff. Yeah, but you're in there with, like, fucking, let's just say 50 kids. Maybe, okay, 30 for preschool. But they'd have been there doing the school as well. And if you're doing £24 a go, even if it's like 30 kids, like just the preschool ones, and everyone buys the 3 sets that you think, right? Carry the one. 24 times 30. That's 720 quid. All right, that's your camera bought. Now if you were to go 24 times, let's say there's 600 kids at that school, and they just do the £12 one and buy 1 photo each, right? Times 600. £7,200. I reckon that's just about covered the camera and your time to go sit there, open that book. I remember having photos taken when I was at school. It's like, right, sit here like this. Cool. On you go. Like, one time, I know someone who had a shaved head, and he drew a stupid, like, remedial, good word, face on top of his head, a bit like the one that Mr. Bean did on Whistler's mum in Mr. Bean film. And then just as he was about to take the photo, he ducked. And he just had that. And he went, yeah, cool. And that came for all the little slip at the end of the day. That has still cost 12 quid. It's like the bod pod, the body composition pod there at uni they showed us on the way round on the tour that we did. And I've got this bod pod, it gets into, like, you know, the muscle density, bone density, and, you know, oh, that's really amazing. And then session 1 of anatomy and physiology, and, oh, no, we can't use that, far too expensive. Fuck off! Like, fuck off! You've already bought it! The expensive part is the electricity at this stage. So, yeah, fuck off with that. Adorable, but, and also, just, I randomly started thinking about,
And you're sitting there thinking, well,
about my fucking teacher in primary school called Mrs. Foe. She was the head teacher, so she's either dead now or like 186. But I remember she used to like put music on in assembly, and it was always that tune. But then she'd stand there at the front with like a cardigan on and like a long floral skirt, and she was just like pop her knees to it like that. And for some reason, I just had that tune come in my head, and I just could not stop seeing Mrs. Foe just fucking like just popping her knees. How weird is your mind that that's still in there? But she was loving it, mate. Just like a little fucking, like just a little like pop at the front. And then she'd tell us some bullshit story, do you know what I mean? About like, you know, putting long toothpaste tubes on and fucking feeding each other, or some sort of fucking parable about sharing or whatever. Which we'd obviously not understand the sort of subtext and just think she meant literally like there were people somewhere that had like big tubes on their hands trying to feed each other food. But yeah. Fucking hell. Probably had a knee, like, you can't keep going through this many knees, Mrs. Foe. I can't help it. Once the music's on, I just can't stop bopping to it. She was old as shit, man. She was lovely. You'd get sent there to get, like, a sticker if you'd done, like, good work. And then fucking watching her try and get the sticker off the paper was, like, painful. Oh, which one would you like, then? And then you're like, fucking... She was obviously sweet as fuck, but it's like, retire, man. Oh, I don't have a CD player at home. Where to hear me tunes? But yeah, then I started thinking about other things that I remember from being a kid, and then we will ring a whore in a second, fine. Like, do you remember that advert where, like, it was these, they got home, I'm going to have to try and find it, and then the kid just, like, flicks the switch on, and then the house just explodes. I'm guessing it's like a gas leak, and then like he flicked it and it sparked the gas. I remember as a kid watching that thing, like,
and you're sitting there thinking,
but what do you want us to do about that? It's like the road signs that are like, caution, tumbling rocks. What do you want me to do with that information? The fucking rocks are all tumbling down. And I'm sat there going, well, luckily I read that sign, otherwise my car would be getting fucked to oblivion right now. As I did read it and I was aware, they're just rolling off. Pointless fucking sign. But yeah, I remember just thinking, what are we to do with that information? I guess, well, if you smell gas, don't flick the lights on. But yeah, I remember for a little while there being like really nervous every morning going downstairs before I make my fucking golden nuggets, my Nolden Guggets, being like, what does gas even smell like? I don't know, I'm 8. Not flick the switch, kaboom. It's just needless fear-mongering. Like, really, could that happen as well? No, we ain't got time, we have to listen to some prostitutes. We have! Right, come on. Can flicking a switch during a...
Do you know anything about
gas leak make your house explode? Do you know anything? Yes, flicking a light switch or operating any electrical appliance during a gas leak can trigger an explosion. I don't know if I can find the advert. We're okay for time and battery. Beata Rez. Gas leak, light switch, house explosion, advert, UK. 1989. I weren't even alive when this happened, but it's a kid that did it. So this is a fella. She's up the stairs, up she goes. Oh, open the windows. Okay, she's telling you what to do if you smell gas. Yeah, see? This advert must have run into the 90s then. No, that's the woman though.
No, it's a man actually, Derek.
That's not the one. That's not the one. Because I remember it going kaboom. It might have been in my head. Like a weird dream or something. Anyway, let's solicit some prostitutes. Right, this has been a while, man. But I remember finding this card and being like, I'm going to call them. Okay? And it might be the case that it's just a cleaning lady. The number, if I want to like temper, which one is it? Don't know. Expectations. The fact these cards are all dumped out, I'm guessing this business, and I think like 1/3 of all businesses don't, well, like 2/3 of all new businesses tend to go up in flames after like a year. So I was about to write the number down then, but I remembered I don't need to because I'm not going to phone the number from this because this isn't a phone. So you'll see the card here. I'm gonna sort of zhuzh it about a bit because I could just cover the number, to be fair. Because if it is a legit number, I don't want, like, you know, all 8 of you ringing it. So you'll see here. It just looks a little bit, do you know what I mean? Why is she quite so busty? And maybe that just says more about my own perception. It's called McLean's. That's a good pun. But yeah, I'm going to ring it, finally. Because it's been in the back of my doobry for ages.
I'm starting to get a bit shaky, you know? I mean, I'm a little bit...
Nearly read the number out loud, then as I typed it in, that would have been silly. What am I going to do if they answer, though? Do you know what I mean? I'll just say, like, I found a load of your business cards dumped somewhere by a corpse. But don't worry, there's pages on Facebook that can tell you what happened.
You've dialed an incorrect
Yeah,
number.
see, that was always going to be an anticlimax. That's why it's best to just not. Do you know what I should do? I should upload this photo to the psychics and see what they say about it. We can find out what this whore was up to.
She was a whore.
What if I mean, I can always give it a quick Google as well. Let's get Harry Potter up in this bitch. Let's just Google it real quick. McLean's Yeah, see, I'm not seeing it anywhere, and I feel as though, yeah, I'm gonna have to consult the psychics, mate. But yeah, that's why it's best if I just forget things, you know, and just move on with our lives, because there's always an anticlimax. So I'll put it back in there, because then if anything happens to me this week, that'd be a little bit of breadcrumb for them all to get their teeth into, all the psychics and tarot readers. If I were to meet an untimely death, can you all go on those pages and upload little clips of this shit and just say, what happened to this guy? What's he saying from the other side? We can continue the podcast from heaven/hell/other. Okay? That'd be good, wouldn't it? Right. Okay. Facebook memories where I go in. Fucking raw! And judge myself accordingly. Another person's not on training tonight. Might as well fucking not do it at this point. Jesus. Just sweeping through the fucking team. Like food poisoning did to Spurs around 2006 when they didn't manage to get into the Champions League and we did. Lasagna. Whoa. We laughed ourselves to bits when Tottenham got the shits. What am I doing? Going on my Facebook memories, aren't I? I'm on this page where it's like, where I live is generous, and it's just people giving stuff away. People are so quick on it, bruv. But it's a bag of, brackets, clean clothes. It's good, that. It's a good idea, though, isn't it? Because like, basically, you can't be asked to go to the tip. Someone else will come pick it up for you. Give away any old shit. People will just take it. I've taken a few things, like books and stuff that I don't have any intention of reading. Oh, Gene. Right. Memories. All alone in the morning later. I'm going to miss this. Oh, mate, these are biddy, but as I said here, these are actually gross. Don't buy them, asterisk, especially from any B&M in Bedford. You can buy them from anywhere else, though. They're probably fine. Fucking delicious, probably. And they are. Like those gold billion wafer bars.
BBB.
And we are sitting.
What sitting?
What is going on here? It's a video to make us feel old. If they've so I could put a whole video in, but there's no point. It's just effort to do it. Right, you know what? Let me screen record this. We can do this. Let's get some tech. Why not? Right. So for context, they're being. Well, I mean, it's going to be playing 1, 2, 3, play.
Demonstration on how to listen to a tape.
It's just how to listen to a tape, and he's holding it to his fucking ear. I guess why would he know, though?
Where do you put the headphones?
In there.
I think you should put headphones in
No,
there.
you put it into a TV. You didn't have TVs back in those days.
You didn't have TVs back in those days? Are you fucking alright, pal? Unbelievable.
What, when I was a child?
Yeah.
In the 80s, there weren't any TVs?
No.
You're just old.
You getting any music out of it, Oz?
No.
I'm just getting rattles.
You're just getting rattles?
That's dubstep, you moron.
Yeah, how do you turn it on?
Do you think it needs batteries?
Yeah.
Where do you think the batteries might go?
How do you turn it on?
How do you turn it on?
Yeah. Is there a switch? I broke it.
I'm just going to pause it real quick and get Do Not Disturb on because I don't want to get like fired up with like all my team dropping downhill.
I broke it.
That's right, get a pencil, mate. Shh, it back in.
Oh,
I really don't understand how you listen to music on this thing.
I found where you put the headphones.
Headphones don't go in there, you...
Yeah.
Be nice, Dan.
Daddy, I know how you can watch the music video through there. So you plug your headphones in there.
I get it,
and
right,
then it goes
right,
round,
right.
and then it goes like that, and then you look
I feel myself aging right now.
through it, and then the music video goes ahead.
You plug it into like this, so basically somehow it plugs into like the TV and you have to watch it through there.
Yeah. Is there an AUX cable that goes
AUX, by the way. Ha. Orcs. You
TV?
div.
Are you guys actually serious?
I'm deadly serious.
Yeah, that's outrageous. But then I remember I did that sports lesson at school where they're doing like a fitness circuit, and there was a CD player, and it was Hansel and Zoolander fucking, doodling the doodly doo. Just not knowing how to fucking play the CD. It was painful. There's really not much going on here. My girlfriend asked me what the Super Bowl was. That was pretty routine, that sort of stuff. Football stuff. Baseball stuff.
Baseball stuff!
Baseball stuff!
Did the commentator really just give credit to a defender for putting Giroud in a headlock and stopping him from jumping from a corner? Yeah, probably. Football. 14 years ago, there's a sticker on the car saying powered by fairy dust. We've gone into it before. It's been a Megan.
Megan?
It's spelt Petrol. Well done, anonymously shit car owner. You have ruined my day. Yeah, saying your car's powered by fairy dust, someone at Ford's like, I work fucking hard building them. It's someone like a surgeon fucking saves someone's life and they're like, oh, thanks to God. How about the 7 years of fucking medical school I did? I saw a funny thing. It was like, doctor save criminal's life. They get arrested, sentenced to death, and the doctor's like, 15 years ago, athletics done. That was on the 2nd of Feb, so I can guarantee it was due on the 3rd of Feb, because that's where I work, baby. 17 years ago today, touchdown. How on earth have I got a recap of my other episodes, bruv? That's how long we've been doing this for now. And I was thinking this, I was sitting there thinking, like, I've done 60 episodes now. That's 60 weeks.
Quick maths.
That's over a year. And I was like, am I cutting it too short for a season? But no, 30 episodes, 30 weeks. That's quite a long amount of time to be doing this. And it's not just the recording part. I don't have a team of editors yet. I'd like one, yeah. I've got to do all the fucking shit, mate, yeah? I should have to do my own filing.
Doesn't mean I have to do my own filing.
But yeah, that's it. That's it. The Hoowuhs was a letdown.
Hoowuhs.
Okay, I'll get a better one next time. But yeah, cool. Thank you for listening. I've loved doing this. I think it's improving every season. I've got new ideas for the set. I want to get on those little doofy booth things, which have got like the name of the pod on it. They're quite expensive though, yeah. But yeah, thanks for listening. For updates and all that, follow me on my socials. TikTok, Insta. But yeah, turn on notifications, share one more time, baby. And yeah, click the bell because it'll go, hey, there's a new video. Like, I might release a little bit, say I might put little compilations together like Bill and Ben files and maybe the Megans. Do you know what I mean? But it's so, just go through it and find them all because it's so ping pong ting tong. It never follows any sort of fucking script. I think I've just got to make sure I've got everything here because there's nothing to sort of bring you back next time. Other than just your good word that you will. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, but like, share, subscribe, get me on the socials. I'll be back for season 3. I don't know how long. It's got to be long enough to justify the break. I've got to work out when this house move would happen. If that's too long, I'll be back here. But yes, cool. I'll see you in a bit, man. Such an emotional moment. Usual shit. Overuse of shut then.